40 days to 40. All right, getting ready for Sunday morning. And that is a great sound.
The Holy Spirit brings two dreamers together to share, and then belief and faith happens.
We're on day 5 of this experiment, 40 days to 40. And what might not be obvious from the videos that you've maybe already watched is that I started making videos before I even announced that I would be doing this. So on the actual day that it was 40 days until I'm 40, on that actual day I started making videos. That was on a Wednesday, and now we're on Sunday. And today I announced 40 days to 40 is happening. And I got a lot of positive encouragement, and people seemed excited to come along, so that's cool. But as I sit right now, tomorrow is the day that I actually launch it. I'm a little nervous, but what's been cool is over the last 5 days, and I'm glad I did this, is I've been able to sort of figure out my rhythm, kind of get the formula down of what I want to do and how I want to do it. What has been really cool about this process so far, I'm just 5 days in. I feel like I've got more energy, even though I'm waking up earlier and I'm going to bed around the same time, but I've got more energy. I think that has a lot to do with the working out, honestly. I am in a better mood most of the day. I'm not super interested in being on my phone. Like, I'm not interested in numbing out on social media because I have like a focus of what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to accomplish some things every single day. The things that I'm doing, it feeds into the important things. I had a really cool conversation with my wife today about how it kind of feels like we're in a process as a family of getting into new rhythms, and this is part of why I want to do this. We're getting into habits of like spending better, we're budgeting better because we're kind of just like, we're going over budget a lot, but we're getting into better rhythms as a family for our kids to, get into their schoolwork and start contributing to the house more. We're just kind of in this place as a family that this feels like the perfect time to be doing this. And so it's really encouraging to kind of like get up in the morning and start these rhythms. But one of the biggest things that I was talking to my wife about is that I love being downstairs, already awake, having usually already done my workout when the kids start coming downstairs, and this has been my favorite part so far. I can look at my kids one by one, they come down, they don't all come down at the same time, but I can look at one kid and just be like, hey, good morning, how'd you sleep, and like be that sort of presence of being happy to see them, that presence of like, you're coming down to joy, you're coming down to a peaceful environment. You're coming down to parents who have already kind of taken care of their own needs so that they can be available to their children. This to me is like, it's so good. It's so good. I'm so happy about it. Aside from that, I've also, because I was trying to create a really like funny announcement video, I was in my like creative juices mode, and I made that video and I was like, okay, now I'm gonna, I feel like I'm in the zone, so I'm gonna make a video for my Uncommon Good church faith community social media to announce the Sunday gathering. And usually that's something that's kind of like, I have to like get myself ready in a mindset, and then I do 37 takes in order to actually say what I want to say. But because I was already in that creative mode, I was already in the mode of like saying what I wanted to say, I was already in the mode of being a little bit silly, you know, it just fed that creativity. Creativity begets creativity. It's something that me and my wife talk about all the time. Jen has actually written a book on it, and I'll probably tell you more about that as the 40 days go on, because I'm like, let's get this book out into the world, babe. But creativity begets creativity. So I'm doing this thing that's kind of like a personal project for me, and part of the goals of this personal project is for me to be better with my work. And I'm already seeing the fruit of that, and that's killer. Like, it's working, you know, like that's really cool. I'm seeing the fruit of it with my relationship with my kids, you know, not that I was like bad before, it's just it feels a lot more peaceful and intentional and joyful than it was. And I'm seeing the fruit with like my tendencies to numb out with social media or reading or whatever, and kind of like, you know, ignore the things that I should be doing. I'm seeing not even a real desire for that anymore. So I think this is pretty great so far. Time for bed. One of the things that's really hard is that I want to look at myself, and when I look at myself, it looks like I'm not looking at the camera, but that I need to look at the camera.